All right. So let's see what we're gonna do. You're gonna create a lifeline because you're gonna hang the fender with a line from the stanchion. We're gonna make a hook over lifeline. So this is in Blender. I already created a collection lifeline. I'm just gonna add an object cylinder, a mesh cylinder. It's gonna have 32 vertices. That is on the circumference. The radius needs to be 8. The diameter needs to be 8 millimeter. That's how thick the lifelines are. So the radius should be 4 millimeter. I think the distance between the stanchions is 2 meters, so we can leave that. And we need to rotate it, I think at least around X by 90 degrees. Yeah, that's about it. Okay, I think we can work with that. Yeah, let's call that the lifeline. So, going to, no, first we're going to place the origin at the 3D cursor, then we're going to edit, pick me up, and let's go and see if we can get it. Okay, so we need let's be in the middle. This really 2 meters. Okay, let's put it at the correct height. That should be about at the correct height. We will probably need to rotate it a bit. Okay. Oh, it should be about in the middle. Try to hit it. Hit. Move to the right. Hit it again. Let's see if this is okay. Alright, so let's make it not too complicated. We're just gonna lift the one end a bit. I'll do the same here. So we get that exactly on there. We can do the same from the top. Putting the line in the bus. Okay. One end. Let's go over to the other end. And here too, we're gonna put it on the bus. Okay, that seems to fit. So now we want this fender to hang from the line. Okay, so let's see which one is it. That one. So we're gonna, okay, it's gonna weight or something. So I think it needs to be lower. And it needs to touch the boat. Not quite that much, but I think we can. We can take that. All right. Okay, so that's the lifeline, and the lifeline needs a hook. So lifelines installed, place the fender. Now we need a hook. Why do we need a hook? We need a hook because we're gonna have the hook and the fender as an interactive object where we can place the hook on the lifeline. We'll be storing the fender and the hook in the locker. We'll have a line in the deck layout created with some nuts that basically tie to the hook and to the fender, so we can have something that actually looks for real. And because we have the hook interactive and the fender, so the fender and the hook will be one object, and we'll have basically we can place the fender by clicking the hook. That's the idea. If that all works is something we'll have to figure out. But alright, so fender, lifelines, and hook. So I'm keeping this all separated in separate collections, parts, meshes, etc. So I can manage what's going on. So we're going to create a hook. We're going to create a hook from a mesh. I think we'll just take the same diameter as we had before. So 8mm diameter, 4mm radius, and let's just make it 5 centimeters. Alright, doesn't want to do it. Yep, okay, that's better. 0.05 meters is 5 centimeters. And we don't need to rotate anything. We'll just go to edit mode and drag it out here. So place it somewhere near where we can see it. So I'm just gonna place it in line with the fender. See where it's at. Okay, so let's place it on this grid line and on that grid line. So we have a grid to work against. Okay. We're gonna rotate it by 90 degrees. Rotate it back later, but we want to extrude some curves, so we're gonna alright. Let's take this and think that should be okay as hook. Yeah, we can elongate it later. So let's extrude that a bit. All around there. Okay. Gonna take this one. Basically do the same. Let's see. Okay, let's not do that yet. First, we're gonna rotate to create an offset. Yeah, that should be good. Let's try it again. Let's see, is we have the offset. We do. Okay. That works. And extrude that all the way up to here. Still work? Yep. And alright, I see. How did it come here, right? Or do we need it rotated further? Yeah, needs to be further. Okay, let's see how can we do that best. Let's see. Yeah, guess that'll do. Probably is too far. Like that. Okay, then you don't want to do that. Alright, then let's do it again. Okay, let's do it. I think that'll do. Let's see. Works. And works. Over rotate a bit. Okay. should do it. So basically this is where the line goes to the fender. This is brought up with the lifeline in the middle, then it's just turned 90 degrees and it will hang from the lifeline like that. So let's get this orientated. It should be, this should be basically correct. Way up. And that is the correct orientation. Let's see that. So let's line it up with the fender. Or line up the fender. Yeah, okay. Can't see if I have the hook. Okay, here. Needs to rotate a little. Okay. Alright, let's pretend there's some stress on it. So let's aim it at the fender. That should be it. Let's see if we can get it. That's a bit too much, like that. Okay, let's call that a look. I just sign stainless to it. Let's smooth all the faces, and that basically should be it. Simple functional hook. that we can move. Normally you would just take a line and tie it to the lifeline stanchion, so it wouldn't slide up and down the lifeline. But since I don't see yet how that can be done in Sailaway, I'm not gonna wait for that game mechanic. I decided I could just make a hook, move the hook and the fender together. Now I need to check if we can fit them in the locker. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take hook and fender and make them all into one. So we're gonna put that one within the fender, so fender hook is hook, and then make copies of the fenders. Can we make that one object and copy it, or make meticulously make more and more and more and more and more and more objects? Or we're just gonna make one into all the copying in Sailaway. That would then add 17, 14, 12, yeah, it would add 12 interactive objects, fenders, and it would add 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanyard cleats as interactive objects. I think we're gonna just copy it all, replace them, and load them separately. Where I have 6 fenders, we're just gonna add 6 hooks. Four, 5, 6. So that's 7 in total. For one side, I'll go and make the other side too. So just gonna take the hook or the fender, the fender and the hook, and then we say object join. Okay, so now they went into the hook. Nope, I messed that one up. So let's go back. Come on. Let's go back. There's the fender again, because this hook was made with fender 6. Yes, so I have to connect those two. So now fender 6 has the hook. It's one object. And we need to see if we can fit that in the locker. Okay. So the lockers in the stern, they open up like that. So we're gonna go and flip it over, make it a radial motion where the fender goes overhead. So it will turn, rotate over the lifelines and against the side, not colliding with any object except when the boom, sail or something is in the way, then it would collide. I think we can make that work. Let's just check for all purpose and intent. We have 2 meters of locker opening. And from the hook to the fender, bottom is 1 meter 60. So should be no problem. With 30 centimeter diameter we can I think at least make a row of 3. Let's see. Easy. That's 3. And of course we have same type of locker at the bow. Can put in 3 there. And we can put number 7 in the middle locker. At least for now. We'll have to see how that works out, because we still need to store other stuff in there too. Okay. That's it for the fender locker stuff. We'll have to move to I'm gonna have to create all those objects for both sides, join them, and then we're gonna import them in Sailaway and make them interactive and add the lines connecting the fenders to the hook. Right. I don't know if that's going to be in the same video or if it's going to be in a later video.